What is up, guys? Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today I got an amazing video for you guys. I want to show you guys every single theory on why semen retention slash no fap slash avoiding girls or not like exposing yourself too much to girls, why it works, why that helps you be successful, why semen retention will give you that energy, why no fap will give you more confidence, and everything about it and every theory that is out there right now. So to start off, I want to bring your guys' attention to this amazing URL webpage on Reddit that's called the List of the Greats. And this Reddit page just has a list of every single reliable source that has endorsed part of their success to no fap slash semen retention. And I'll have this link is in the description. You guys can go check it out. This page here on Reddit has each person, a quote by them, and a reliable URL where you can click on and dig deeper into that person's endorsement of no fap slash semen retention. And just so you guys can recall, people like Isaac Newton, okay? People like right here, this quote right here is by Pythagoras, a Greek philosopher, very famous. By the way, all these pictures I'm about to show you guys, if you can see in the top right corner, is from Your Greatest Version. It's a video they've made called Famous People Who Did No Fap. I will also have that video in the description. But just to continue on the list here, Muhammad Ali, Steve Jobs, Nikola Tesla, the best inventor of all time, Mike Tyson, arguably the best boxer of all time when he was in his prime, unstoppable man. And the list goes on and on, man. Dalai Lama, Miles Davis, a famous jazz player, the last true samurai. I do not know how to pronounce his name. I think it's Saigo Takamori. Kanye West even has some stuff on this. Many famous Hollywood actors. The world heavyweight boxing champion David Haye. 50 Cent, Michelangelo. That's a really famous sculptor back in the day. The 20th century strongman. George Hackenschmidt. The list goes on and on. Plato and many other Greek philosophers. So without further ado, let's dig into every single theory that is out there right now on why semen retention slash no fap works and why you, if you're really about success, man, if you really are just have this insane ambition in you where you know that you can do big things and you really want to do it, why you need to hop on the semen retention slash no fap. Here are the reasons, man. And this is not for everyone. I'm going to say that right now as a disclosure. This is not for everyone. I'm not here to tell you that you guys need to do this. What I'm saying is if you're like me, which I know a lot of you guys are, and you guys have extreme ambition, you guys really want to become the best you can be. As cheesy as that is to say, but if you really want to harness all of your powers and do extreme massive things, these are the reasons, these are the theories, why you need to be on NoFap and semen retention. So without further ado, theory number one has to do with your DNA. What is your DNA's number one job? Number one job of your DNA is to reproduce, okay? Above all living organisms want to reproduce. That's how they keep their life alive. So number one job is to reproduce. So when you're going out there and you're fapping, or even if you're having sex with women, you're releasing the semen. Your DNA thinks it is being successful. My job is done. My main job is done. I have reproduced. So then when you want to go out there and you want to do all these ambitious goals, if it's to be a multimillionaire, if it's to be an Olympic athlete, if it's to be world class in anything, your body's not going to give you that extra oomph you need because you already completed it. Your DNA's like, bro, chill. We're done. Just relax and enjoy it the rest of your life, man. You don't got to be doing all this crazy stuff. Relax. We already came. We already have done our number one job. Okay? So that's theory number one. We'll call it the DNA theory. Moving on to theory number 2, the dopamine theory. This theory says that uh, when you have sex, it is the biggest natural reward you can possibly have is an orgasm. Okay, so when you orgasm, there is a huge rush of dopamine and many other neurotransmitters that are released from your brain, making you feel amazing. You feel so good, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. But like I said, if you're that small niche of people who want to do amazing things, you're using all your dopamine for orgasming or jacking off or having sex with women, then normal daily routine things that you're doing doesn't have that same edge to it. Okay, it's not quite as enjoyable because what's as enjoyable as orgasming? You get what I'm saying? So say you just did a hard workout, but you just orgasmed the day before. Your body's gonna release dopamine while you're working out, but since you just had that huge orgasm not that long ago, it's just like whatever. It feels good, yeah, but it doesn't feel as good as it could be if you cut out all orgasming. You'd be more sensitive to the dopamine in normal daily activities. You'd be more motivated to do those things. So we'll call that the dopamine theory. Theory number 3. This one is simple, man. Jacking off, having sex with women take a lot of time. Okay, and if you have a girlfriend or if you're spending money on women, that's an expensive thing and that's going to empty out your pockets. And of course, I don't need to explain how that is, taking you away from success. So the time factor, imagine the last time you were with a girl. I just recently broke up with my girlfriend, but the last date I had with her, I spent 6 hours mini golfing and then sleeping over at her place. 6 hours where I could have been doing all this other stuff, but instead I was just chilling with my girlfriend, doing some boring pillow talk. That's not going to move me to the next level. I don't need to explain this one much more. This is just called the time and money theory. Moving on to theory number 4. This has to go with all the nutrients. The nutrient theory, okay? All the nutrients and valuable minerals that are in your sperm, okay? So there is a saying that 1 ounce of sperm counts for 60 ounces of blood. The best nutrients and minerals in your body are used to make your semen. It's the most important fluid in your body, arguably. So your body gets the best nutrients and best minerals to get it in there. And when you're jacking off and you're just expelling it out of your body, you're not using it to further your goals, to further your ambitions. You're just using it and it's just going in either in a condom to the garbage or on your hand or in a dirty sock to the garbage. That's a waste of valuable materials. So that obviously weakens you. However, on the contrary, if you abstain from this, if you don't orgasm, your semen doesn't just sit there and die. After about 2 weeks, there's various studies on this, but around 2 weeks, your body will recycle the semen. So instead of being expelled out of your body, the semen will break down, go back into your body, and that nutrients will be used and recycled into your body to fuel your ambitions, to fuel your goals. So that is a nutrient theory. Theory number 5. This one, call it the life theory. This is kind of common sense. It's a little bit pseudoscience because, of course, there's no way to study this. People try studying how life is, but no one can really understand why. Okay? I don't even want to go too much into that, but just this is very pseudoscience, but if you think about it, it's almost like common sense. Your sperm has a possibility of making a new living thing. There is some powerful shit in that, okay? So if you're expelling that shit out of your body, it's almost like you have life that's leaving you. If you keep that life in you, you have more life force in you. Now that's just common sense. I can't even explain that scientifically, but we'll call that the life theory, moving right along. This theory, I'm going to use this quote by Isaac Newton, the inventor of calculus when he was in his 20s. This guy was a beast, and he was known to be chaste his entire life. We'll call this the thought theory. This is the quote says, "The way to chastity is not to struggle with inconvenient thoughts, but to avert those thoughts by some other employment, or by reading, or by meditation on other things." And so basically, less thoughts about sex leaves more thoughts about productive stuff. Okay, so you're thinking less about lusting over women, less about just, yeah, lusting over women and more thoughts about your ambitions and your goals. That's the thought theory. This last theory, I don't know what to call it, and I actually thought of it myself. I got the idea from a various amount of sources, and it all came together just like hit me in the head. But so I thought I'd share it with you guys. I don't even know what to call the theory, but basically, I got the idea from a book called The Shallows, and it's about how the internet changes our brain. And the main premise of the story, or the book, sorry, is that our brains are super plastic, meaning that they change in our environment to better fit our environment. So, for example, this lady who turns blind, those neurons that were previously used for sight, when she turns blind, are actually used to heighten her hearing. And this is true, you guys can look this up. When people turn blind, their other senses heightened. The neurons that were previously used for sight don't just die. They're literally averted to be used for other things. So in this theory, I don't know what to call it, but basically, when you stop obsessing over women, when you stop lusting over women, when you stop orgasming, those neurons that were used for that way, or those thoughts that were always used somehow in that direction, are now used for other things. Because our brain is very plastic, so we become more I guess you could say, like, in short, we become more goal-oriented instead of woman-oriented. So those are the 7 theories that I shared with you guys. You can agree with some of them, disagree with other ones. I think it'd be wonderful if you guys aren't taking every single theory and thinking they're true. It's very important that you think about these things personally, but I do believe, from my own anecdotal experience, I've seen both sides of the coin. I've been deep in porn and masturbation, and now I've been over a year in semen retention and no fap. I've seen both sides of the coin. I can tell you from my own anecdotal experience, outside of all the theories, that this shit works, man. If you're in that niche where you guys are very ambitious and you want to do big things in life, I highly suggest that you try no fap, and if you're really deep about it, semen retention. Okay? Last thing I'll leave with you guys is this quote by the 20th strongman, and it goes, "Moderation in sexual intercourse is very important. Sexual abstemious should be," I don't even know how to pronounce that word, "should be strictly observed during the early age of manhood and development. He who observes this recommendation will soon benefit from the immense prerogatives of chastity." Basically what this is saying, and which I resonate with this very hard, is that sex is important. Okay, I'm not advocating that you guys become chaste your entire lives. That's not what I'm trying to say. But if you're trying to get shit done, if you're in a time in your life where you haven't done enough in your life and you feel like your life is flying past you, right now may be a great time for you to have sexual abstinence. Become chaste for a short period of time. So me personally, right now in my life, I could be getting with a lot of women, but I actually, like I recently mentioned, broke with my girlfriend. Right now is not the time for me. I have more important things that I want to do, and so during this period of my life, I will be chaste. But later in my life, of course, I will have a girlfriend and have kids and have a wife and have sex and bust a nut on her every day, maybe. I don't know. But right now is not that time. I want to use all my energies, all my resources to be as best as I can. You can see from all the people previously mentioned, and there's plenty more that I didn't mention, have used semen retention and no fap to their benefit and have had extreme benefits. I don't know which one of the theories or if it's a combination of multiple, but the shit works, man. I'm telling you right now. If you're in that niche, I'll say it one more time, if you're in that niche where you really want to do something, man, you got to do semen retention, bro. You got to do it. Hope you guys the best of luck out there. Attack your fears. Go out there and do something great today. Push your comfort zones. Stick to semen retention. Stick to your no fap. Be strong. Stay on the streak. Stay positive. Learn from your mistakes, but focus on the good things and accomplish your goals. Have a great one, guys. Peace.